Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Darkest Dungeon. It is the culmination of the solemn vow. Darkest Dungeon, level 1. Kill a shuffling horror. The creature's power waxes terrible. Recover the protective relics from the long abandoned base camp. You get the idea. I have to admit, it's been a long time coming. Secondarily, I broke down last night. In a moment of weakness, I at everyone, and then I said Bear Taffy, and then he said, don't at everyone, and I said, I don't know the Discord protocol. I at Bear Taffy, and I said, Bear Taffy, I'm about to start the Darkest Dungeon. As my Darkest Dungeon sensei, the maestro of marking, the czar of crits. How do I do the Darkest Dungeons? And he said, I won't spoil it for you. I refuse to give you the tips you need to succeed, because that would take away the joy of discovery. And I said, good, and I shook my fist at him, but he said, I'll tell you one thing. For Darkest Dungeon 1, you want to take a party that's versatile, as in, they can, if they're moved around, they can still do something. Thank you, Bear Taffy. I'm not saying that's all I need, because I would probably greatly disagree with that. Hold on. Let's also put Maya in stress relief if possible. Hold on. What do you... will only gamble? Maya... there you go. And possibly Nicholas II as well, just to get the stress relief done. Okay. We want a party. I have no idea what to expect. I'm being sincere. This isn't a cover like I looked up exactly how to do it, and I am just now pretending. Like, I actually am just gonna go with Bear Taffy's advice. I'm gonna take a party that works in almost any position, hopefully, and then go for it. So one thing that's been suggested a lot is take a Vestal and then put them in, like, position 2, basically. And I guess what you would do is probably remove Judgment and then replace that with either Illumination, which bypasses stealth, seems helpful. It de-stealths, it lowers an enemy's dodge, so it's kind of like a debuff. Suppose you could go for a mace bash for raw damage, but I want to, hold on, take Mathis in here. We got the money to blow, so let's, just as a possibility, what's the damage output on this? Minus 75, so like pretty bad, but, and we'll start you in position 2. That won't allow you to use Divine Grace, but I think we want to keep it active anyway. Just in case you get shuffled. I don't know, it's probably the wrong time to be switching things around, but I'm thinking like, oh, don't go on the basic mission. Don't make me laugh. Okay, so like, the Vestal is a versatile healer. So is the Occultist, to be fair. They can heal from any position. Weakening Curse from any position, Sacrificial Stab from almost any position, Vulnerability Hex from every position. The only problem is, sometimes they heal for 0 and it makes me want to die. Who are other great flexible units? The Grave Robber is pretty flexible. The Bounty Hunter, they're not unflexible, but they're bad from the back line. The thing is, Austin is like really good from the back line. And that's not a pun. We're gonna put him back here. You're acceptable there. Now, the real problem with this run as I see it is, who do we put in the front slot? You know, we can have, like, we can put you here. I think it should be a Crusader, because a Holy Lance gives them a shuffle, more or less. They don't really have much that they can use from the 3rd position, except, or 4th position, except Holy Lance, but maybe that's okay. Plus, it's been a while since I've been out on a mission. Now, usually, we would like to start in the 3rd position and Holy Lance from that point onwards, but I think we could just have, you know, Lunge. Actually, Lunge won't even put you in the Holy Lance position. It'll only push you back to position 2. Still, I think, like, this could work. I think I'm okay with this. I have no idea what to take on provisions for the Darkest Dungeon. Or trinkets, for that matter. But we'll start with the obvious. You know, we'll just break it down. Plus 30% healing skills. Plus 33% healing skills. Gotcha. Okay, Austin. As the Hound Master. He's got ranged attacks. Thank you for the tip that lets me see that. We also give him extra bleed chance, and his stress skills are better when guarding. His guard duration goes up. I really like that. Just make sure you keep a dog treat for the boss, I suppose. And then, I don't really care about his speed, to be honest. You know, we might want to give... Well, no, I don't think we need to give anybody move resist. Ack in speed in position 4. It's not damage, but it's more of a kind of like a dot situation, I suppose. And then I kind of want you, if possible, if you could have like extra ranged criticals. Do we have any good grave robber specifics? We have this 12. Oh yeah, I still think that's pretty good. And on top of that, I mean, I know we do use melee as well, but this will definitely go to our Crusader. Yeah, let's make his range skills slightly better. The only thing is we only use... Our only range skill that we use is the throwing daggers. But I think we can still maybe consider that acceptable. And again, this is kind of like, I don't know. I have no idea. Like who I'm sending out on this mission and what is going to result from it. So, I mean, it's kind of, I'm going in, it's going to be a learning exercise. Man, your speed is so bad. I don't really want to give you something that raises your speed at the expense of like your stress or anything, but I really also want you to be able to, you know, not go last every single time. I mean, +4 speed? Seems a little whack. Plus 25% damage in position 1, -1 speed. Are you crazy? Maybe, can I be honest? I think I'm overthinking it right now. Why don't we just go with what we've used in the past? You know, raise your damage. You're a strong melee damage dealer. Okay. Someone must sacrifice themselves if you disembark a Darkest Dungeon quest. That's fine. We planned on it. What do you take? It's a medium in the Darkest Dungeon. I'm gonna say, you know, this dungeon, I've heard that it's dark, so I'm gonna take 24 torches. Let's take 6 shovels. We do get to camp, so, and we're not worried about gold at all. We'll try 24 food. I'm gonna take a full stack of bandies, a full stack of anti-venom, a full stack of medicinal herbs, a full stack of holy water, 4 laudanums. I mean, I guess let's take 2 skeleton keys just in case. I don't think we're using them for anything, though. What do you got for me?
Once again, the stars are right, and the manor sits at the very epicenter of cosmic unrest. Cultists rally to their twisted idols, and great gongs sound in anticipation of the coming sacrifices. Far below, life-laden shadows pulse to the unrelenting rhythm of a beating heart.
Well, that's not disconcerting at all. Oh.
The blood of the fallen flows.
It's just one room for now.
These titan spires. The creature fattens itself on your failures.
Rapturous Cultist. 21 HP, 0 dodge. Very low resistances. You know what I'm thinking here is what's the friggin' catch?
Obliterated.
Good job, Austin. Well done. Great job, Wolf. I appreciate it. I have no. It seems like this is just tone setting, and tone setting enemies scare me. Because I don't know. Cultist priest, okay. Tone setting enemies scare me. Because I'm wondering what they're setting the tone for. Your bleed resist is quite high, but I still think you do it for raw damage, and if he bleeds, he bleeds. Great news. And then you... I mean, your stun resist is low. Illumination, 2 to 3 damage, 2 to 3 damage. We go for the stun, just because it's our best damage dealer. And then, I never, if possible, I never want to know what your moves are.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Alright, shall we? That's not menacing at all. A door made out of swords. Alright, is our first combat. We've got Ascended Brawlers. I gotta be honest. I mean, I assume these guys are gonna be very strong. But the Rapturous Cultist scares the crap out of me. But I think... Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Hound's Harry. Don't tell Hound's Harry. The whole point is, we can now use throwing daggers to possibly kill you. If not, we should be able to finish the job with our healer. No, I don't want to know what you're doing. Flesh wall. Yo, my flesh... Okay, so you're a defending unit. I don't think that matters too much. So I'm going to go for the stun on you instead. Resisted, which seems highly fair. And then, as a good smack, he's going to die to bleed. So we are going to have to deal with at least one attack here. Rend for the new god. Okay, that's different. I see we've got some eldritch sort of transformational sort of business happening here. You have lost your guard.
Unforgiving.
I would really prefer, and it worked out fine, that our Crusader does not get to act. And I'm glad it worked out this way. I see. We have no idea where we're going. So we used one bandage to get through that encounter. Nothing wrong with that. We're going to start with a little up. Because everybody gets high, everybody gets low. These are the days when anything goes. Okay, Ascended Witches. Good try, good try. Huge.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy.
Take out one stress healer. We have... Austin is a stress healer, so to have him on the mission is good, but he's also one of our better damage dealers. So your stun chance... Let me see. Minus 10. It's not that bad.
A powerful blow.
Alright, so we save ourselves possibly, you know, 18 bleed damage or the use of a bandage there. Hey, resisted the bleed. Kind of a surprise. That's okay. And you'd now probably look at a Hound's Harry as a reasonable option, but we're gonna... Oh, I thought that was a lunge. That was completely my bad. I get those icons confused enough to be actually embarrassing. I think we... I really want to take out the stress dealer, knowing that they act first because of their high speed. Oh, never mind. They tend to act first would be a more realistic way to describe that. This is going okay, though. Our healer can heal. Yeah, Mantis could put out a party heal. And then, yeah, I actually like that. Even though it's not a strong heal on the Crusader, they didn't need that much HP anyway. So a Zealous puts you in a pretty good spot here. And then you would just lunge. Lunge is a great finisher. It's also the meal that comes around midday, and one of my favorite meals, if I'm being honest with you. So far, everybody's doing fine. Everybody's loving life. No complaints. Darkest dungeon, what? You know, no problems so far. What? Like it's hard? Okay, so we're still walking. I go out walking in the dungeon, getting hungry. Guess I should get some lunch. It's a rare instant callback. Well, I definitely think we will move this direction. Ooh. Cultist priests. I think We target the second unit to make it more likely for a Zealous to possibly get 2 kills. Your speed is 7. Our Crusader probably won't go in time. So I would look at this as an opportunity for a lunge. And it did not work, obviously. We'd have to hit you for 5. It's very unlikely. What I will do instead is try a stun. Take 1 unit off the field. We know a Zealous will get a kill. Deathlash. What's the catch? Lower bleed resist. I don't even want to mention that one. Hey, that looked like it would have been painful. Okay, so we'll start with the Zealous. Critted the wrong enemy, but you can't be mad about a crit. Free stress relief. You would probably... I mean, I don't really like you in position 1, but you still do damage. And you're still critting like crazy. You've been such a clutch unit. Thank you so much for your support. I think you probably go for the kill. It's overkill to an extreme degree, but it might take an action for them off of the table. To me, that's worth it. I know you're going to resist the stun, in all likelihood, but... Okay, I actually... It's a relatively safe place right now. I want to know what that attack does. Does it have a huge crit chance? Does it have, you know, incredible bleed? That would seem to synergize with the lowered bleed resistance. So far, you know, obviously no complaints, really.
This expedition at least.
But you know, overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer, as we've heard many times in the past. Still scouting. I'm just following. It's Minecraft. You know, you walk up until you can't walk anymore, then you follow your torches back. Right. If Wayne June says something about light, you're using torches too often. All right. Do we still focus stress dealers? I would say yes, but not sure how I feel about that. Okay, we got lucky. Like that, extremely lucky. 8 damage and 18 points of bleed potentially. Hey, you resisted the bleed. Great news. It's a stress attack. 17 stress plus a mark. Wow, we just cannot be hit by that for some reason. It's good news, don't get me wrong. 21 damage. All I can think is maybe a stun on the stress dealer is an advantageous use of our turn economy right now. Repeating, of course. And I like that. No need to go for the stress heal yet. I think you start working on this guy. I imagine he will get a turn to act, and we didn't bleed him, obviously, but we'll see if we can keep trading stuns. Oh, that hurts. Oh, not as much as that, though. Okay, so we should get an action before the Ascended Witch. We have some high-speed units. We might get 2 if we get really lucky. And we can lunge. Realistically, you expected that lunge to finish the job, so far, everything's going just fine.
Nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Sorry, just caffeinated a little there. It does seem a little too easy, though, so far. Like, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, and I expect it will happen. I mean, it's called the Darkest Dungeon. You remember the Minecraft stats, or strats. You say you're going high, you go high. You follow the protocol. A little nervous about all the starvation we've encountered so far. Please tell me. I was gonna say, there better not be a path up. Or this dungeon is sprawling, man. How are we doing on torches? We've used 1 stack. Alright, I'm gonna stay in that 50 to 75 range because I'm a little concerned. I almost always prioritize our new units because I don't want to know what they do. You have incredible bleed resist, though. So, you know, if we can kill the Garter first. Austin's getting some low rolls lately, but He is dead. Deathlash. 6-4 and debuffs. Okay, stress. Not so bad yet. Starting to get to the point where I would consider a stress heal, but I'd rather do it with less units available. That is surprisingly not that bad of a bleed. At this point, I think we'll go for some party heals. Just keep everybody, you know, in the money for now. I didn't know. For target selection, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other is what it looked like to me. Now, I think it's probably acceptable to lunge here in the hopes that it would finish one of these units off. Buys you some time. I think we will, you know, let's, oh, malware bites, get out of here. What if I want malware? We're gonna go for a kill on the stress dealer, or at least a, you know, a dot. Now that you're in position 3, you can actually get a big heal out here. But I think I would rather... Okay, should have gone for the heal. My mistake. Because they're really, like... Austin is being unfairly maligned right now, in my opinion. But you know what? This is okay because we have a good opportunity for a party heal on the next turn. We might, depending on how this attack goes, and it went pretty badly actually, we might consider that now would be an acceptable time to start some stress relief. It's a start. Economically, we took 18 stress out and then took 19 ourselves, so I would say that maybe that's not something you'd consider as advisable as maybe I had previously considered. But we're just, really for right now, we're starting to fall behind in the economy. So I'm not super concerned right now. But Austin being at 59 stress is, of course, something I'm genuinely concerned about. What do you mean triumph? Do I sound triumphant right now? Hey, stop hijacking my active window to try to protect me from the dangers of the internet, Mom. Okay. It's just like a lot of enemies so far. We, at this point, are learning very quickly we should like to kill these stress dealers. Now, it'd be very nice if we could start getting some crits on that, but there's obviously no guarantee. Oh, 8 to 16 damage. I look at it and I say, you know what? It didn't even work with the lunge, so the joke's on me. And you're still not dead. Nice dodge. That helps out an enormous deal. We finally got hit by that. Unless I missed it and we did get hit by it earlier. It's just damage and stress, it looks like. That's no dodge, though. So Austin is... He's on 78 stress. I think it's mission critical that he starts doing stress relief. Even if, I mean... This one's... I'll give him one turn of Hound's Harry, okay? And it totally screwed me there. Don't move. That's fine. Still bad for stress, obviously. Alright, so at this point, I think realistically, we're really just hoping that Austin becomes virtuous. I should do the stress heals. It's just hard knowing that there's still a stress healer on the screen, you know? Sorry, a stress dealer on the screen. He's on 92 stress. You're on 2 lives, so you are dead. A stun here would be very nice. And the reasoning for it is very simple. It allows us a free turn to do a stress heal, and at this point, we're going to start throwing out a little bit more of our, life-saving measures here. So we're going to stall as long as possible and try to use this guy as an engine for us to heal as much stress as we conceivably can. And your stress becomes plus 40% stress skills when guarding. I'd still rather just use it as many times as possible for now, I think, just because guarding is almost like the opposite of what we want to do. So basically, I'm going to stall this guy. We're not really concerned at all. I mean, every time we get hit, we gain stress on everybody, but right now, Austin's stress is by far the most important thing to handle, I think. You know, when it doesn't hit him, it's very upsetting. I would rather you didn't die here. So again, we're using you just as an opportunity for us. Good dodge. It's a free turn. It's better than a stun. This is... Wow, that didn't work out so well, but... Months and months of Darkest Dungeon practice have led me to this moment. I don't want to lunge you. Where all we are going to do is stall as long as the game is not giving us stress penalties. And defeat the algorithm. Hopefully the algorithm will be like, I don't know why he's taking so long. You must be having a lot of trouble. Let's go easy on him. Oh, you get to go first now, huh? It's a lot of stress added to the economy. Probably won't. Frig. I think, you know, we tried on that one. Did it go particularly well? No, I would say not.
Push on to the task's end.
I really don't want to camp because I have no idea how long the mission. Oh, it's the boss. Okay. Let's take a breath. Look at it methodically, okay? He's got very low bleed resist. I love that. He's got very high stun resist. I don't love that. So the priest, you know, he's a problem, but I think we'll hit him with maybe like some throwing daggers or something like that. And what we'll do maybe is do like, try to stack DOT on this guy as much as possible. His bleed resist is very low. That seems sensible to me for now. Good crit as well. Does this guy heal you? I don't know. We'll find out. I do love just popping like raw damage on you as well, but I kind of want to see what happens, I guess, depending on how time goes on here. I'm very worried about the myriad attacks that the Shuffling Horror does here. I don't want to heal, though. I want to start with Illumination, I think, and this will debuff you, hopefully. Hey, so your dodge is lower now. Lacerate, that sounds bad. 9 damage, and I'm assuming high bleed. Not that bad. Of course, you knew it was going to hit on this one. Alright, so if with this being the boss... Ooh, okay, that's stress, I'm assuming. It's stress and shuffle. Not bad yet. So you definitely, first off, take this and holy water, and we're going to lunge you to put us, everybody back in a roughly acceptable position. Only 10 damage is a pretty bad lunge, honestly, but... So our healer 100% has to heal. They're on death's door. You, bandage, holy water, medicinal herbs, combat debuffs are gone. Smack him for 27. Pretty solid. Good work, team. Now, Austin, holy water. Enjoy it, buddy. Hound's Rush. You're still stacking that bleed. 4 points. No. Thank you. Okay, bad, but we have to party heal regardless. And it gives us good opportunity to bandage. Holy water. Party heal. 9 is a relatively high roll there.
For now.
You wouldn't. Hey! Alright, it's another shuffle. Again, everybody's relatively okay with this shuffle. What we're looking for now is crits. Now, you are not as good in this position. But Hound's Harry is still bleeds, baby. And I still believe. I'll let him shuffle me next turn. Shuffle me timbers. Heal for 15. I would have maybe preferred a party heal there, but I can't be certain. I think a Holy Lance works just fine there. People are in okay positions. Lacerate is very bad for me as our Crusader. And my Holy Water resistance did not help me too much there. Death Lash. That would have been a great time to not get critted. But we're starting to get him relatively close. I'm very worried about the incredible stress that could result soon. But I'm looking at this and I'm like, dude, this guy he's almost dead. He really is. Remove your combat debuffs. Hit him with your highest damage attack. Bleed him again. Another 5 points coming down. You're in the worst position you could conceivably be in. The Holy Lance is going to push you back. So really, to be honest, it mostly just sucks for our Crusader right now, who I hope doesn't die. Oh, thank God. We're worried about the bleed on the Crusader, giving him like a death's door tick. Again, the crit on that is horrendous, but you know, it is what it is. So, bandage. Holy Lance. 15 damage. He's like 1 point away from death. 2 points away from death. Just shuffle me into a position where one of our good units can attack immediately. There he goes. Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit. Alright, boys. Start with a party heal. Get everybody working. He's dead. Yo, have we done it? Return to Hamlet. Ooh! A Darkest Dungeon success. We got diseases, but hey. Unquiet mind, hard skin, bad humors, that's terrible. Hysterical blindness, also not good. Hard skinned, okay, I don't know. Ruins, sure. Yo, check it out.
You have merely glimpsed the edge of the abyss.
Nick is a bad gambler, but it actually replaced the skill we don't mind him losing. All heroes in the Hamlet have been inspired, stress removed. Tomo has gone on a personal vision quest. Yo, so first mission, actually no problem. Sorry, you don't have a disease, that's my mistake. Excuse me? Did you see that? It looked like my dude had transformed into a monster? That's very scary. That's gonna do it for this episode. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. The solemn vow. Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Northernlion to be notified of when we go live in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. See ya.